this is Esther and I'm Anna. Esther is from France and I am from Hungary, but we go to the same university in the UK, in Cambridge. And we just thought we would do something meaningful during these challenging times. So we came up with this idea to do a podcast. And Esther's going to tell you a bit more about it.
So we started the podcast because we have a lot of friends from abroad, thanks to university. And when we called them during the pandemic, they had a lot of different experiences, and their countries dealt with the pandemic differently. So we decided to start a podcast, or at least the first episode, on how they saw the pandemic and how the country dealt with it. So now we're going to do the first question that we asked the participants. So it was, how did the country handle the situation? And do you think it went well?
Well, I think the country handled the situation quite well. They acted quite quickly. So we only had a couple of cases when they decided to shut down the high schools and universities and close most of the shops. So it helped a lot, I think, that we acted really quickly in the beginning, because it helped us to just, slow the whole virus down and to have more time to come up with solutions. What about France?
I think France reacted quite slowly at the beginning because it was quite unexpected and quite in only one area, like northeast of France. So we didn't have the resources or anything to deal with it quickly. As soon as they implemented the lockdown, it was quite strict, which I think helped a lot, flattening the curve and helping with clearing the hospitals and everything. So they could also transfer all the cases in other cities which weren't affected at all. So I think the lockdown worked really well, although it was quite late, I think. But now, since the lockdown has started easing up and we can go out with a mask, I think the curve is flattening a lot. So that's good, like 150,000 cases. So that's quite good compared to what we had, which was almost like Italy. So, yeah.
So how do you stay on schedule, keep up with your habits? Do you have any to-do lists, or just how do you stay on track?
Honestly, so my sister was calling me every morning from Australia, so I had to wake up at least like at 8. I was always like waking up for something, so that was good. She was calling me to do workouts and everything, so at least we had a sense of habit that we had every day. I was just studying during the day, and my to-do list was very basic: drink, eat, and study. And keeping your habits, I think, has to do a lot with your family, because I study a lot at night usually, but because I was with my family, I had to go on meals with them and everything, so it helped me to keep a sense of normality, I think. And you?
Pretty much the same. So like in the beginning, we still had quite a lot of stuff to do for uni, so I was doing the essays and assignments, so it kind of like helped me to just keep going and do something meaningful, and then when we finished with all of our assignments, it was a bit harder because then I didn't have like that many things to do. I started to work out more, just spend more time with family, and like here in Hungary where we live, it's not really impacted, so it doesn't really felt like it. So it just felt like a longer holiday when I got to come home and then just see family members. Obviously, we didn't do as many things as we usually would, so we didn't go to restaurants or went to big walks and stuff, but it felt pretty normal. But as it just kept getting longer and longer. It was hard to just keep our regular habits, but I think if you try to just stay sane, it's quite easy. For us it was different because we don't live in Budapest, we live in a smaller city, so, and most of the cases in Hungary were within the Budapest area or somewhere around it. So in our county we only had 10, 15 cases, which is like really not a lot. So we didn't really feel that huge impact of the virus as probably like you did. But yeah, it was still weird.
I already said that I was staying with my family. So did you stay with your family or did you stay alone or with friends or?
Yeah, I've been staying with my family. It's pretty nice because we live in a really nice environment. So we get to go on walks. We can go outside in the garden, and those are our cousins like living basically next door. So it's been really fun. Yeah, speaking of quarantine, do you have any favorite quarantine outfit or favorite quarantine meal or drink you are really addicted to?
I think, I mean, we still had classes and like supervisions with some tutors and everything. So I was still dressing up for those days, but otherwise it was kind of like top shirts and like makeup and everything, and then bottom was like sweatpants and like trainers and everything. But yeah, so I was still trying to dress up every day, but not as much as I would dress up for uni, of course. And for every meal, I think every morning I had like avocado toast with like poached eggs and everything, just a little like reminder of England. And drink, honestly, I tried to stop drinking coffee because I was a little bit addicted when I was in England. I was drinking like 8 coffees a day, which I think is not healthy at all. So I was drinking like a lot of like green tea or those coffees, you know, that you saw on Instagram a lot, Dalgona coffee or something. But it's not as strong as like black coffee that I drink like every day usually. So, and you? Quentin outfit, every meal, drink.
Yeah, so I was wearing pretty much the same for the lectures and supervisions as you said. So like dressed up nicely on the top and then wearing sweatpants. But after that, like I'm not usually that dressing up type of person. So yeah, I usually go to sweatpants to uni as well. So yeah, that would be my favorite outfit. About meals and drink. Yeah, I've been enjoying staying at home because my mom and my dad cook. So finally, I don't have to live on cereal every day, which is nice. Favorite drink. We used to buy like these different kind of sparkling water, but then I think during winter my family got like a soda machine thingy.
Ooh.
So it's quite old school, but it's nice.
Have you been working out during the quarantine? Because you're literally my coach at uni.
Yeah, so I also try to like keep fit during the strict part of the quarantine. So I went running and I did some cardio sessions. And after the lockdown started easing up, the swimming pools reopened. And as I'm playing water polo, I could basically like rejoin my old team, which was really nice because now I got to like, you know, train with a team. So like we motivate each other and it's easier to do rather than just, you know, like alone. But yeah, so just trying to like, you know, move as much as I can. Obviously have my like physical strength as well, but like my mental health is gonna get better. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, you did send us workouts every day, so I was trying to convert my whole to it. I tried with my dad; he worked like 2 days, but otherwise, my mom did it when we called my sister, like in Australia. So every morning we did like the little workouts that Anna sent us.
So cute, so
and,
proud.
And yeah, I kind of wanted to go running because we were allowed to go outside of the house like 1 kilometer away. But then I was like, we need to fill in a special paper to get out of the house and everything, and that's too much bother. So I just ended up staying at home, just doing like workout sessions, like even yoga and stuff like this. It was quite nice. Yeah. So during the quarantine, a huge topic has been to learn new skills, make the most out of the time you have. So did you feel pressure, first of all, to learn anything? And did you learn anything?
I did feel the pressure because, like, when I don't do anything, like, I always, like, feel this urge to, like, just go and do something meaningful. So what I did, so at uni, we got this chance to do this Bloomberg training for free, which was really nice. So I finished that online course. So I've learned
super quickly.
I learned a lot about like investments, bonds, and shares, which has been really interesting. What about you?
I mean, I did feel the pressure to learn new skills because I was following like all these, Instagrammers and YouTubers who were like, make the most out of this time. No, no, no. And my friend got this, the masterclass website. So where you could like follow all those online classes and everything. So I did start that for a little bit, but honestly, it wasn't that long. And then, I mean, working out for me was a new skill because I never worked out on a daily basis before I met you. Like, properly like 2 months ago, so 3 months ago, whatever. But yeah. And then I mean I did the Bloomberg course as well as soon as I was done with assignments, but I didn't do it as quickly as you, but I did do it. And then I did do also those online courses on like Coursera of like Yale and stuff in financial markets. So I was like, at least that's something to put on my CV. And then I've been playing way more music than what I'm used to as well. Like just, I mean, what we're talking about, mental health and stuff, I think it was important to keep like, to start working out properly and then like do some music and stuff because we're like studying, not seeing anyone and everything. And I'm used to seeing a lot of people on a daily basis. So, yeah. Did you do anything during the quarantine that you would have never done because you were too busy or, yeah?
Spending time with family, I think it's been like really special because otherwise we are in Cambridge, so like we only get to see family and friends for like a couple of weeks when we can come home, but otherwise we have to go back. So yeah, maybe just like spending more time with family, visiting friends. So what about you?
I mean, I think I did do like more writing because I mean I write on a daily basis, just like words or like poems or whatever I'm thinking, like drawing or. But I did do more because I had like my piano around and everything. So I think, and I live next to the sea as well. So whenever the lockdown eased up, like I was going there and just like writing and like because we couldn't see anyone, so I needed like that thing. So I think I did that more.
So we've mentioned mental health before. So it's really important just like keep a clear mind and pay attention to our mental health. How have you been feeling during quarantine? Are you bored? Do you feel more creative? Are you anxious?
I mean, honestly, I thought the quarantine would be way harder on me than it actually was because I feel like on a daily basis I'm always this person who's always out and I'm never like in Cambridge. I'm never ever in my house except to sleep, eat and shower, and that's it. So like I thought it would be quite hard, but because my friends, I think all my friends knew that it might be hard because I wouldn't see as many people. They all like text me and everything. So it was, I mean, I didn't feel that bad honestly because I took more time to focus on stuff that I don't normally do, like doing nails, playing the piano, like doing self-care routines and everything that I never ever do on a daily basis. Like so yeah, just like organizing everything. And then I think being home helps also, like getting back to your home, your bed, your room. Like I don't really like being home normally, but I think in this time, in these challenging times, like it was good to be around your family and everything. And then I think with Skype and everything, it's not that hard to just talk to people. But I mean, I did feel more anxious than I was, just like because I felt like the whole world was a little bit negative and like thinking, oh, like wherever you were always waking up thinking of this pandemic and everything. You could not speak the same language, have different education and stuff, but you would always like be thinking about this like pandemic and stuff. So it was the only thing, but I think on myself it was quite okay.
Yeah.
And you?
we live in a smaller village, so like we didn't really get that feeling that we were like closed in. So we got to go on walks and we got to meet family, which was like really nice. So it, like for us, it more felt like, you know, just a little bit of longer holiday. So in that sense, like it didn't like really make me feel more anxious than I usually feel. But like then obviously, like, you know, having friends living in Italy and other part of the world who just like lost their family members, and just like knowing how many people got sick or died, or how many people have lost their loved ones, it just like, you know, it's still there, and then you just think about it all day long, and then like you can help but just like, you know, like feel a bit like blue and under the weather, and then just like think about how could you help, but like you do everything you can by staying at home, but like, you know, still just, it's just like, you know, these waves of feelings come, and then at one moment you feel like really anxious and like really like, you know, feeling that you're gonna lose your mind, and then the other one you just feel hopeful and yeah, happy that you are safe and you can spend time with your family.
Yeah, and I think it was easier as well to have all these people open about it so that they don't have to, you know, do all these special things. I'm never alone, so I think being a little bit with yourself is important, at least once in your life, like to truly, you know, find yourself and you know, all of this.
Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, definitely. What do you feel the most grateful for during these times?
Honestly, it's probably my family, because when we were studying and everything, like they were there, you know, like cooking all my meals, and I like whenever I needed a rest, they were there to like have a little drink with me, and like they were really supportive during the last few weeks of uni, so it was quite nice. And what I loved is that they really understood when I needed to be alone, which has never ever happened. And I used to never close the door. I never close the door when I'm at home. Like we always like have this rule, you know, no phone in your room, like no computer in your room, just to stay like in the family life. And like during this quarantine, they really understood that I needed some time alone in my room, like just writing, like listening to music. And I think in that way it was really nice. And all my friends as well. Like I called and texted all my friends on a daily basis, and they were really responsive whenever I needed something. So that was really nice. And you?
Yeah, same. Like my family has been really great. It's been so much easier with them. You know, we just like got to do things we usually like can't, because we are just like spread around the whole world. Everyone's studying somewhere else, everyone's working somewhere else. So it's been really nice to just like get together, I don't know, play some board games, have dinner together.
So speaking of relationships and things related to it, did you stay in touch with your friends and family, or have you met people, reconnected with old friends during the pandemic?
Yeah, so we stayed in touch like with other family members as well, who like couldn't come home or just like living in different parts of the country. And also I talked to my friends from Hungary as well, from the UK as well, but like, you know, coming home, it's been so nice to like actually like see them. And we just like, you know, organize like quiz nights on Zoom, and then just like actually just spend more time talking than we usually would. So that's been really nice. Speaking to friends who I usually like don't really have the time to speak with, and just like, you know, get some quality time with them. How about you?
I mean, I did stay in touch with my sister, and I don't talk to her on a daily basis usually, so that was really good. And I did try to do like some house parties, like with my friends, like on the app, like every like at least like 20 minutes or 30 minutes every night, so at least get some news or talk to people. And I reconnected with some friends same that were living in the States or like Australia or Japan and stuff, and that is always really hard to talk to them. So it was quite nice. And like regarding meeting people, I did ask some friends to just invite me on their house party like room with like 7 other people, just so that I could meet other people, because I was like, I needed to meet new people. It was crazy. Like during a uni term, it's crazy how many people we meet, or just on a daily basis. And I was like, during this semester, I haven't met one person. So I was like, I really, really need this. So yeah, I did meet a few people like this, and it was really nice to get some fresh faces.
So with this last question, we have reached the end of our very first episode. Thank you so much all for joining. Don't forget to message us or email us if you have any questions or topics in your mind you would like us to discuss. Also, Esther is gonna let you all know about all the social media accounts we have, so you can follow us, and we will keep you posted of our next episode and videos. Thank you all so much for joining. Hope you all liked it.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, because we did have fun doing it. Don't hesitate to contact us. You can follow us on Instagram. You can email us on crashingborderspod@gmail.com. And you can also follow us and comment and watch our videos on our YouTube channel, Crashing Borders. We will set up a Spotify soon, and we will let you know about it.